That's not gonna happen. But the thing is, we have a good roster as we speak, so that's not gonna happen. That's jeopardizing the seasons we're gonna have short term. We can win with the roster we have now. I know it because I just did it in my NBA. Nope. We'll treat making the playoffs as a bonus? Man, y'all suck. I don't like it here. I need to raise the standards. Banana bread is buns. Made my choice. I made my decision. So visit him in the gym. Why is he not in the gym? Still Jordan. Brother, I pray you're on the team next year. He told me not to add or remove any players. Yes, Captain.
New Orleans, the Big Easy. That's the site for the Spurs. A lockdown defender and a lead scorer. Victor Wembanyama will be doing it all for this squad tonight as they get ready to tip off here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Spurs, Pelicans, coming up next. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity.
32 and 11.
Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, we've got Maverick. Malone is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Queen in at the center position. And it's Malone finishing it off.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Count that one. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Harper, he's checked in for Fox. Malone against Harper. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
A high streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Here's Maverick, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Vassell finds Barnes. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Malone.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A rebound by the Spurs. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Malone misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Mygm passes to Barnes. Castle up top. Over to the wing. Mygm, right side. That's tipped. They retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it's slammed in by Malone.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
With the drive, and it's slammed in by Malone.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Vassell outside. And the 3 ball is good. Vassell's got 8 points.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Malone looking around. Shoots the 3. Again, Malone missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, that tells you all you need to know about Castle's handle. He can make exciting plays off the bat.
Drains the 3-pointer.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Castle. And Maverick pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. And Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, how can you not be excited about this guy's future? Wembanyama just cutting the D to shreds.
Harper against Malone. Pass to Maverick. Johnson over to help. Here's Maverick. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Maverick's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for New Orleans. Barnes outside. Wembanyama left side. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
Malone against Harper. Basket good. And 12 points for Cowboy.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Now Castle. Ball's knocked loose. To halt the run. And Harper finishes inside.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
Malone against Harper. Malone drives in. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Johnson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A different look now for San Antonio. Luke Cornett comes in for Wembanyama. And Kelly Olynyk subbed in for Barnes. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's Castle. Malone with the block. He got it up.
Cash.
Oh, amazing. Perfect timing there.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And so it's New Orleans, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
New Orleans leading by 6. Williamson out there with Maverick. Then it's Malone. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the 5 spot. That's the Pelicans 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Harper. On the wing, Johnson. 17 points in his last outing. But 3. He's going to go that time. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Malone. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harper.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Astor Maverick. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Pelicans coming to this one after the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Here's Harper. It's stolen. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. New Orleans moving it around. Harper against Malone. Over Harper. To the left wing. Pass to Malone. Takes a three. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are both.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Hayes checked in for the Pelicans. Spurs also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Harper. Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. Olenek sets a screen for Vassell. No good again that time.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Williamson. Right wing. The three. And Trey Murphy gets the three. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the middle. Here's Vassell. Pelicans pull it in.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Bay passes to Maverick. And he gets it to go. Now that's 17 points for Maverick.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talent, but the stars have yet to align.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Wembanyama's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Inside. Got loose. Driving in. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. Bank shot. No good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Guys?
All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Murray down low. Johnson on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
First one falls for him. And as if the Spurs, Stan, weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Yves Missi comes in for Williamson. And Malone's subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Vassell, it's blocked. Down low, here's Missi. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Vassell against Bay. Wembanyama outside. Back to Vassell. They need this. Bay pulls it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Wembanyama, a screen on Malone. Wembanyama outside. And here's Johnson outside. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Pass to Missi. Shoots from 12. Maverick can't hit. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harper the pass to Cornette. Vassell outside. Wembanyama sets his screen for Vassell. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Malone kicks to Bay. 1:15 left here in the second. Clock at 4. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, and it seems like he's getting more comfortable with each bucket.
And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 7.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Malone against Harper. There's a screen. To the inside. And stolen by Malone. And New Orleans pushing it up now. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Malone's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Pelicans ahead, just dominating this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint, and it's going to be hard to move them out of there, Shaq.
Yeah, that's what we call renters' rights. They are holding that lease, baby.
And later on, some more NBA action to look forward to. Here are the games coming up. It'll be the Hawks against the Magic in Orlando. That one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That sounds like a blowout.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Look at Cowboy in this game. He's been everywhere.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. Kicks it out to Malone. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Malone's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans. Castle with it. Outside Harper. From outside the arc. That shot is off. Nice D from Malone. In the pass to Malone. From the line, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Malone's got 32 points.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Barnes, screen on Malone. Wembanyama, left side. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mygm.
From down in the low post, it goes. Wembanyama's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Barnes outside. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Queen. New Orleans moving it around to the wing right side. From deep, Malone drops in the tray. Malone's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway? At Victor Wembanyama here. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year. Almost 4 blocks and 11 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The kick out to Harper. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. And Maverick pulls it down. Maverick's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Williamson outside. And here's Malone outside. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Malone against Harper. Poked away. Malone with the steal. Williamson outside. He gets that one.
Well, look, it's not just dunks for Zion inside. He's got great touch in there as well.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Queen the pass to Maverick. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got his second basket of the game.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
And the basket is good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Out to the right wing. Here's Castle. The shot that time, not on target. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Malone down low. He's guarded by Harper. And the basket by Malone.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Castle. 6 points for him. Looking to get it going. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Trey Murphy.
Well, Castle's showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
Johnson's checked in for Vassell.
One shot.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Wembanyama, San Antonio, again missing. To the paint. Here's Malone. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Malone's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Harper against Malone. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Bay with the screen for Poole. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Over Castle. Murray, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. In fourth, the Spurs.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Malone. San Antonio also making some changes. Luke Cornett comes in for Wembanyama. And Kelly Olynyk subbed in for Barnes. Now here's Murray. Still yet to score. Here's Mygm. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Castle against Poole. And Mygm throws it down.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Johnson outside. Screen by Olynyk. Johnson and yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Jordan Poole. Sadiq Bey is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Mygm in at the center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pass to Poole. Jones kicks to Bey. And Poole now top of the key. For 3, Murray. Johnson with the rebound. Spurs shooting a respectable 47% for the field in this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, that's a high IQ play by Vassell. Fouled in the act and got to the strike.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
And that one falls for Vassell. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
Vassell hits them both. Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
And that one drops for him.
Well, offensively, Vassell is just relentless right now. And that energy is such a lift for his whole team.
Here's Murray. Dives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got his first points of the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Poole, no good. And so it's San Antonio with it. Harper the pass to Cornette. Johnson against Poole. Johnson down low. It's not going to go for him. Good defense by Poole. Tries it from 19. Murray, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Johnson, the pass to Cornette, and the shot goes in.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Over to the left wing. Bay kicks to Murray. Bay with a screen on Harper. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by Cornette.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Johnson, the pass to Vassell. Now Olynyk. Johnson surveying the floor. Shoots over Poole. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Jones, no luck.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And here is Vassell. Olynyk finds Vassell. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Out to the right wing. Now Bay. Jones sets the pick for Bay. Outside for Murray. And that one drops. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when it comes to finishing in traffic, Murray's a tough customer.
Harper the pass to Cornette. Jones against Vassell. And he makes that one.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Bay with it. And he hits the jumper for 2.
And that's a nice job setting the screen. Bay making the most of that effort.
Harper the pass to Cornette. And here is Vassell. Pass to Harper. Over Murray. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Pelicans have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Here's Motkovic. The kick out to Poole. Here's Bay. Here's Motkovic. Rebound by Olynyk. Johnson against Jones. Cornette.
Well, Johnson is a team-oriented player. And if he spots an open shooter, he's making the pass.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. On the wing, Jones. New Orleans moving the ball around. Wide open look here for Murray, and a miss there on the triple. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Harper kicks to Johnson. Here's Cornette, and he dunks it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA has done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
That free throw, no good.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
New Orleans making a switch here. Misi's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Barnes comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson. And San Antonio shooting it pretty well, close to 50%.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cowboy.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Bay. Murray outside. Now Poole. Puts up a deep three. No good that time. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sideline. Allie?
Zion, this is a team with some outstanding young players with complementary skills. How do you see yourself fitting in?
I think I fit in very well. I think I'm a very versatile player. You can throw me out there with any group, and I'm going to put up, do something to contribute. And I think we're a very unselfish team, so that plays a big part to it.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Cowboy.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Trey Murphy.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace in the backcourt. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for New Orleans, we've got Trey Murphy, and it's Maverick in at the 3. Doris, when you look at the numbers for both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh, my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are 2 groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high percentage looks as they possibly can.
Pass to Queen. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Malone. SGA covering. And there's the screen. Here's Queen. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Williams looking around. Outside, SGA. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
No good on that one. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Here's Maverick. 9 points in his last outing. To the middle. Here's Malone. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The 3 from Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Here's Malone.
Oh
my!
Right there.
Wow!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Holmgren against Williamson. Pass to Malone. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. The shot by Maverick, no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
James Brago gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high-percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Wallace. Back to SGA. And it's Queen with a rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Down low. Here's Williamson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Again, SGA can't get it to go.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Here's Williamson. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Williams in the post. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out. This guy's game is big time.
The free throw drops for Williams. Compared to the old days, Doris, it feels like rookies these days get more playing time right away.
You're right, BA, and it doesn't matter if they're still in their teen years. It comes down to, are you the most talented player, or are you considered a foundational piece, and we want to get you repetition right away.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, BA. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court. He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Hartenstein with a screen on Williamson. Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Malone can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 5. Dort with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Hartenstein with it. Still no points. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein in the post. That one is off.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Queen, the pass to Malone. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's SGA. 35 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
Nice decision by SGA. That is why you want him handling the ball.
Now here's Murray. It's a three-point game. And he's going for the lob. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Pelicans making a switch here. Bay's checked in. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. So it's Oklahoma City now. It's a 5-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Bay against Williams. Dort, a screen on Bay. Here's Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Pelicans lead by 5. Bay passes to Malone. Hits a three-pointer. Malone's got 12 points in the game.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:24 left in the first. Caruso outside. Back to Dort. Outside, Williams. On target from range.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Bay with a screen on Mitchell. The kick out to Poole. Pass to Maverick. 4 on the clock. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 7. Holmgren against Bay. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Murray looking around. 11 seconds left in the opening quarter. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Holmgren. And so it's New Orleans closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Zion Williamson out there with Yves Missi. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Mitchell. Now Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Mitchell. Holmgren outside. Releases. Rebounded by New Orleans. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Murphy, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Caruso. Murray against Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Wallace outside. Williams a screen on Poole. 4 on the clock. From the corner. Williams grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
On the quarter.
Pass to Maverick. Left side Murray. Over Mitchell. And again, New Orleans no good. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. New Orleans leading by 7. They outside. Pass to Williamson. And here's Murray. Wallace pulls it in.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Right?
He's a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Williamson. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Williamson hits them both. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Now here's Holmgren. 29 points for him last game against Charlotte. The 3 from Mitchell. The Thunder with another miss. New Orleans leading by 9. Bay finds Murray. Here's Maverick. This one for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Dort. 13 points in the win against Charlotte. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Mavericks got rebound number 7 tonight. So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. New Orleans leading by 9. Here's Malone. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Here's Malone. Poole outside. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Wallace. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Got one on Murphy.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Wallace, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. For the Thunder, Williams comes in for Jang. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New Orleans leading by 9. Pass to Messi. Here's Malone. SGA covering. And Williams over to help. Back to Messi. And he jams it home with authority.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Outside, Williams. Now here's Wallace. Guarded by Poole. Williams with the screen. 5 to shoot. Wallace misses. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Poole for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Now SGA. Stripped it away. Malone pass to Maverick, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maverick's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Caruso outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And Williams over to help. Malone. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No debate there. He got hammered.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Malone, 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Queen, he's checked in for Messi. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Holmgren in for Caruso. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Outside, Williams. Holmgren outside. Hartenstein a screen. And it's Holmgren missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Poole outside. Here's Malone. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. It's Poole on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from the corner. And again, New Orleans no good. Thunder trail by 15. To win the cold spell. Williams misses. New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Now here's Poole. Tight defense on him. And again, no good by New Orleans. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. The rebound by Malone.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Here's Poole. And he comes up with a bucket. Poole's got his first 2 points of the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Pelicans on top, leading by 17. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside Coach James Borrego. And, Coach, a nice effort so far. What's the key here in the second half, though?
Stay with our defense. That's the key. When we have our opportunities, push the pace. But we got to get stops, push it at them, and keeping a rhythm offensively at our point.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
I think for Oklahoma City, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Thunder.
They say live by the three, die by the three. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Williams. And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's Williams in at the three slot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Malone. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Maverick. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. 10 points tonight for Maverick.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
SGA passes to Holmgren. And it's Maverick with a rebound. Maverick's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Williamson throws it down.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's SGA. Wallace, left side. It's deflected.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
Now here's SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Wallace. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Holmgren. And it's Maverick with a rebound. Maverick's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Malone. Tries it from 16. And another basket for New Orleans.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The Thunder, 3rd. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
Both teams shooting with great confidence as of late. These guys don't waste opportunities.
Here's Holmgren. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Wallace. Inside to halt the run. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Boy, that's a big-time finish by Isaiah Hartenstein. This guy a better athlete than you think.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. He's feeling it. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
SGA with it. It's blocked. They recover it from deep. Holmgren. Rebounded by New Orleans. Queens got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Mavericks got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Malone. Off target from 3-point range. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Pass to Wallace. From behind the arc. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And again, no good by New Orleans. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
Now here's Williams. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. SGA drives in, and SGA throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Now here's Williamson. He has 6. Pass to Queen. Here's Malone. 4-3. And again, New Orleans no good.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Williams in the post. Holmgren, the pass to SGA. Hits the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
And the Pelicans call time here. The Pelicans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Dort's checked in. The Pelicans lead by 17. And here's Williamson. 6 points for him. And the basket by Queen.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient grades, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Wiggins comes in for Hartenstein. And it's Alex Caruso in for Williams. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:52 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Murray. Back to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Wiggins. Williamson misses.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. A minute 15 left in the third. And the bucket is good.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
The Pelicans lead by 15. Here's Malone. And he drains the quick shot. Malone's got 6 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Knocked away and stolen by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And it's SGA missing. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Murray from outside buries it from 3. Murray's got 7.
Well, Murray won't let a shot pass him by, so he just goes after the corner 3.
To the inside, kicks it out to Holmgren. 3-pointer. The Pelicans pull it in. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. I love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Defense is setting the tone. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Sadiq Bey, Murray out there with Trey Murphy, then it's Yves Missi, and it's Maverick in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Maverick. They kick it out to Murray. 3 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Mitchell against Murray. And it's Mitchell, the miss. And so it's Bey who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. It's an 18-point lead. Missi tries again, and he lays it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Now, to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Williams, and it's Maverick with a rebound. Williams against Bey. Outside Murray. Over Mitchell. Murray, shot is good.
And check out Murray making trouble for the defense. They just couldn't keep up.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Wallace. No good with the triple. The Pelicans lead by 22 to the paint. And that one's good. Maverick, 12 points tonight for Maverick.
They really rely on Murray as a shot creator. He makes a conscious effort to keep everyone involved.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Checked in for Williams. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Williams against Bay. Williams passes to Dort. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen. From downtown, Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Murray. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, PA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, PA.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Here's Maverick. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Williams punches it home.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
The Pelicans call timeout. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, BA? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Murray. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
So it's Oklahoma City now, after the basket by New Orleans.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside, no doubt on the finish.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And Malone gets it to go.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now here's Holmgren, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Pelicans lead by 22. Pass to Queen. Here's Malone. And there's the drive. Misses from short range. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Malone. Malone's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Maverick. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
On the wing, SGA. Outside, Williams. To the inside. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten 4 this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Maverick. Williams defending. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Malone to the left wing. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he gets it to go. Malone's got 12 points in just the second half.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Queen. Here's Malone. And with the new two-day format for the NBA draft, some executives complain, Grant, saying it helps out the disorganized teams.
Well, those teams could be in trouble regardless. With the push for parity, the league might not mind giving them some extra time to process during the draft. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pelicans.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And what a huge performance it was for Cowboy.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Williams to the wing, right side. Pass to SGA. Back to Holmgren. Pelicans cleared away. Now Williamson. Here's Maverick. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And time to present our player of the game.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. Well, you look at Maverick. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
No, he has taken the league by storm, exceeding many people's expectations. This award is his to lose.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. We've got Trey Murphy. Sadiq Bey is out there with Maverick. Then it's Malone. And it's Queen in its center. And for Dallas, sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Nembhard in at the point. And both of these teams, Greg, have a couple games in the NBA Cup under their belts. They've gotten off to pretty good starts.
And I got to believe they both like the position they're in. And tonight will be huge in determining if they can make those knockout games. It's pretty much a must-win.
Here's Maverick. Kicks it out to Malone. Jacks up a three. Thompson with the rebound. Pass to Washington. Launches a three. Another three for Dallas.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
Here's Queen. Here's Malone. What a jam!
Wow.
What a jam!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Flagg. Now here is Davis. And he comes up with the deuce.
Hey, I know AD can step outside, but when he operates around the hoop, it really breaks down the defense.
Here's Queen. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Maverick. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From the top of the key, Malone gets the bucket. Malone's got his second bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Davis. Last time, 14 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. Bey pulls it in.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injury.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
And here are the Mavericks now. And the Pelicans pick up 3 with their last shot. Thompson misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Queen. Malone looking around. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Malone's got 9.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of a group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Here's Nembhard. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 1. And another 3 for New Orleans.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here is Davis. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and is averaging more than 17 points a game. Pelicans pull it in. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by New Orleans. Inside. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Malone. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Malone with the steal. Here's Maverick. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
Clock is at 3. Flag. They get it back. Nembhard sets the pick for flag. And Cowboys going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. The 3 from Davis. And Maverick pulls it down.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just...
Oh, he would not be denied!
What a burst!
It's too much. It's just too much.
His teammates are falling all over each other. Look at him.
I can't believe he tried that in game.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Let's take a look at Dallas. A 1-1 record thus far in the Cup, so they have to win this one at home.
And with this being the 3rd game of 4 in the group stage, they have to get a win tonight. So I expect this home crowd to be rowdy.
And And as for New Orleans, they won their first 2 games of group play. Can they make it 3 straight here tonight on the road?
And it won't be easy, but the motivation level is high. This is what the league wanted in creating the cup, making these early season games matter.
Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Russell comes in for Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Russell. Pass the flag. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Offensive rebound. Davis kicks to Washington. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
And that's the kind of veteran awareness you get from AD. Always keeping his eye on the outside when he has the ball.
And let's go to the side. Mavericks trail by 13. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Marshall is out there with Christie. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
From 13, and another basket for Dallas.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Pelicans leading by 9. Out left to the wing. Here's Maverick. Off target from outside. For Dallas, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down hard.
That was filthy. When Davis hammers it down, you feel the impact from here.
Here's Maverick. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court team.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Queens checked in. Bay comes in for Jones. Trey Murphy's checked in for Poole. And Malone's subbed in for Murray.
A nice strip by Bay to start that off. That took great timing.
Russell passes to Marshall. Now here's Davis. Defense is right there. Spins. Davis using his size.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Here's Malone. Here's Maverick. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. Malone's got 3 assists tonight.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
It's good, and the New Orleans leaders got down now to just 10 in the basket from Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he continues to break down that defense. Davis is in a great rhythm right now.
A step-back shot here. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Can't get that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Malone's shot good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now. And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Back to Malone. Here's Maverick. Sinks the triple. Maverick's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Malone against Russell. Left side, Davis. The 3 is off. Pelicans leading by 16. Puts up the 3. Malone gets the bucket. Malone's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New Orleans.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Tonight earns our player of the game, Cowboy.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. On defense, New Orleans. Dallas moving the ball around. Takes it inside.
Vicious finish by Flag. Full throttle.
And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Jacks up a 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well. That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Malone's got 42 in the game.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Pass to Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Thompson, no good. Pelicans leading by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pelicans.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Cowboy.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Maverick buries it from three-point range. Maverick's got 40 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
To the inside, here's Davis. And that one comes up a bit short. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Here's Maverick. The baseline J off the mark. And there's the call on Maverick. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cowboy.